Today is Safari Day and we are excited. However, first we have to have some breakfast in this beautiful restaurant in our hotel called Rain. Here's the breakfast menu. There was so much to choose from, so I did what I do best and have pretty much everything on the menu. I stacked my plate up so high you wouldn't believe. Underneath all that is eggs benedict with salmon. I also got some hash browns and some beans and all sorts chucked in on there. And we had some fruit and yogurt for after. And then we packed our bags and off we went down to reception to meet our transfer back over to the airport. This time we were dropped off at Federal Air. This place was amazing. Federal Air is the company we're using to fly from Johannesburg airport to the safari on a little mini shuttle plane. But their waiting room was incredible. It had everything. The sofas, the TV, look at all this food and drink. We were spoiled. Laura was buzzing for the flight. Me, not so much, as you can tell. I was pretty nervous, and once you see the plane, you'll know why. She's showing off what we got from the minibar, and yeah, we just chilled here and waited for our flight. I'm definitely putting on a brave face because look at that plane. It is tiny. Can you even call that a plane? But I put on my big boy pants, climbed up the 2 steps to get on the plane, had a little duck and shuffle to our seat, and we were in. I'm pretty much a fully qualified pilot now because I was sat that close to them that I know exactly what to do. But look at that view, that was pretty cool. There were 8 seats in total on this plane. We were joined by another couple and a family of 3. And off we went. We waited patiently in the queue on the runway, waiting for the bigger planes to take off. I still think it's pretty amazing that a diddy little plane like this uses the main runway with all the rest of the planes. So I thought that was pretty neat. Finally, it was our turn. They revved up the engines. The propeller started to go crazy. The plane started shaking, but eventually we got moving. This runway seemed to go on forever. We were moving all over the place. It was a bit nuts, but eventually we got up in the air and we were on our way. Laura had given us a nervous smile, but we were up. I mean, we weren't climbing very quick. It was very rocky. I've never had turbulence like it, but now whenever I get on a bigger plane and there's turbulence, I will not panic ever again because the turbulence on this thing was crazy. You felt every bit of wind. It was bumping all over the place. We got to our cruising altitude of 11,000 feet, and before we knew it, it went from buildings to the wild. It was a crazy transition, but it was such an epic thing to see. Sweet little clip of our plane shadow over the wild. As we got closer to the ground on our descent, you could really start to get a feel of what we was going to experience. This place was unbelievable. Laura was excited. As we were getting lower to the ground, we both started to look at each other in a bit of a panic because we couldn't see any type of runway. The plane was bumping all over the place, but as you can see, the runway was just a bit of tarmac in the middle of the wild, which was pretty nuts. However, what an experience. We're both buzzing we got to experience this. We felt like we was in a scene of Jurassic Park. Relieved that we survived, but then we realised we got to do it all again when we head back. If you're happy to be in the lion's back garden, put your hands up and sunglasses on. Seatbelts off, duck, shuffle, and down those 2 steps to get off. Look at this plane. I'm baffled how it's still in one piece and got us to our destination, but it did. Mike, our driver, got our bags and showed us to our limo. As Laura would say, she's looking badass in that truck. They gave us our very own tumblers with our name on. I thought that was a nice touch. This right here is when we realised we messed up with packing. It was a lot colder and a lot windier than we thought on the truck, but we're living our best life. Let's just take a minute to appreciate that this exists on our planet. Nothing but wildlife and peace. So surreal to be here. We come across a zebra just chilling and soaking up some sunshine. We found his pals, a massive group of impalas and some blue wildebeest. This is all just on the way to our lodge, so imagine what the drives are going to be like. After the best 10-minute drive of my life, we made it to our lodge where someone was to greet us with some hot flannels. This place was so damn nice. Obviously, we knew it was going to be good when we booked it, but what we saw online was nothing compared to the real thing. It was incredible with some amazing views, and this was just checking in. Our complimentary drink, I have no idea what was in it, but it was good. After checking us in, Frank took us to our lodge. We were number 1, obviously, and you wouldn't want to be drunk walking down here because it was quite steep. Our first reaction to this lodge was, wow, we did not know where to look. The staff left us a nice message on the chalkboard, and I'm going to shut up now and take you on a proper room tour. We have arrived at our safari, guys, and we need to show you this lodge because it is incredible. We're in South Africa. Madikwe, I think is pronounced. So I'm just going to give you a lodge tour because this is insane. As you saw, we're number 1. Just got to walk down this path. There it is again. And these doors are something else. It's a normal key. The door's already open. There's Laura. She's at the She's at the bar already. All this is complimentary. Why not start here, hey?
Oh yeah.
So we got some wine, we got some vodka and
Stuff we
all sorts of
definitely won't be
spirits.
drinking.
Yeah, that's not a bit
Jameson. Something that doesn't look good.
of me. Something looks strong.
Vodka.
That looks very
Yeah,
strong.
but this looks nice. Nice bottle of red.
Yeah, we are definitely going to be getting into that. We got 2 bottles of
Dan's favourite
still
mango.
water. Oh, dried mangoes that. Oh my word, that's getting destroyed every day. What's this at the back?
Bread.
Some bread. And what's that, peanuts?
Yeah.
There's our glasses.
A little fridge.
Here's our little fridge. We have, let's start at the top. We got Coke. We got Indian tonic. What else we got?
Lemonade.
Sparkling water, lemonade, all sorts. Then you got some beer down here with the ice bucket.
And they also got me some almond milk.
Yeah, so when Laura booked this, she wrote down that she wanted almond milk. Get the words out. She wrote down or said to them that she needs almond milk.
And they gave me it.
And they gave us some. They remembered it. It's the
And
small
this is all
details
free,
that
and they top it up every day.
the small details make it incredible. Yeah, they top it up every day if it goes empty, which that mango definitely
Mango's
is.
going down.
And they top it up every day, as and when. We just let them know. Yeah, let's go into this room. Where do we go? Left, right? Okay, so first we got this little seating area.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
This sofa is huge. Camera doesn't really do it justice.
Looks
Looks very comfortable. When we landed on our plane at the airstrip, 10 minutes away, they gave us a complimentary water bottle each. There's mine, there's Laura's. These are staying for life. They're,
so cute.
yeah, they're really good actually. Good quality. Got some plugs over there. You got a nice big mirror. Hello guys. As we turn, we
fire.
have the fire, which we're not allowed to light, which I don't really want to, if I'm honest.
They're gonna come do it later.
So whenever we want it on, they're going to come and do it. And tonight, it is a little chilly today. It's only 12 degrees, 18 degrees here, which is freezing for them, warmish for us. But yeah, there's that goes up through the roof. We're definitely going to have that on tonight. Spin you round. Here is our massive bed.
Yeah.
And it is massive.
With a little sign.
Plenty of cushions. Here's a welcome sign that they give us.
So this is how you talk to the housekeeper. You put notes on it and leave it for them.
Yeah, so this is how we communicate with them. So
Yeah.
if there's anything we want, don't want, anything they did that we loved or didn't like, etc., we just let them know.
And they give us a little welcome thing too.
Got a nice little welcome pack here. What it says at the bottom is, for your own safety, please ensure that you're accompanied by a night porter or other member of staff after dusk and before dawn, as we do live in a wild area. So basically, we could walk out and there could be animals out here or out our front door, anything like that. We do have aircon above the bed, which we won't be using.
Absolutely not.
And we have a fan, which again, we won't be using unless it warms up. When I say unless it warms up, it's still like going to be 24, 25 degrees. But yeah, that is the first half of this room. Either side of the bed as well, there's obviously a lamp and some USBs to charge your phones or whatever you need charging. It's incredible. I can't get over this lodge. Like, I can't get my words out because I love it so much. Even the little decor stuff, this above the bed, like, it's just such a nice touch. Should we head on outside before doing the other half of it? Or should we go do the other half?
No.
Okay. This is our view, which is crazy.
In
Like,
the sun, it's nice and warm.
oh, it's beautiful now we're in the sun. Like, there's no holiday like this in the world. It's so unique to us. Like, this is a once in a lifetime experience.
I saw the zebras.
Yeah, from our plane. So apparently the guys saw us because we was heading towards that.
It was windy.
And we come round and we landed. And then they have to drive us from our little diddy plane to here. It's about 10 minutes. We saw zebras. We saw buffalo. Pumbas.
And antelope.
Antelope. We saw a lot of animals already. They were literally just chilling next to the road. So yeah, that is our view. We have a plunge pool, which is actually like an ice bath right now, which, if you guys know me, I do like my ice bath, so I will be getting in that. It is cold. It's a little chilly. It is cold. We do have 2 sun lounges.
We'll be pulling into the sun.
Yes, they'll be going in the sun to chill. We have a table as well. And the bit I love, the outdoor shower. And it comes with, what's this down here? Cleanser. That's really nice. I do love that. That's probably where I'm going to shower the whole holiday. So let's walk back. Such a massive area out here. Like, you can do everything. So much room for activities, man. It's incredible. Let's head on back in and show the other half of the villa.
We've got dressing gowns.
Or the lodge, should I say. Well, let's start here. We have yoga mats. Imagine doing yoga outside, out there, in the sun, with that view. You can't get more chilled than that.
And this shows you the lodges.
So there's a lot of lodges, a lot of different areas.
This is the family one.
Yep. This is where we are.
We're here.
The Copano Lodge.
Yeah, because it's adults only.
Yep. We will be going in the spa.
We're going here, and then this is the other one.
Yeah. They're all walking distance, but obviously only us in the Copano. Is that how you spell it, Sam?
I think so.
Is that how you say it? Copano?
We can only go to eat in this one, I think.
Yes. But yeah, we will be heading over here because there's the shop and the main swimming pool.
Which we want to see.
Yeah, we do want to see, but obviously we're going to keep ourselves to ourselves. Anyway, back to this. So you got your yoga mats, you got umbrellas. They've put our luggage down there for now. We have 2 robes. I wonder if you can keep these. They are so warm. They're really thick. I like that. Got your coat hangers. What is this? This is that mozzie spray.
Yeah.
That Ruben's a neighbour of ours. He's South African, and he recommended getting this, and we couldn't buy it online. So that's good that they supply that. That's really good. Another one.
Oh, we got.
Is that a hairdryer?
Yeah.
Hairdryer?
Look, we've got little scarves.
Got our own scarves?
Is it a scarf?
Or is it a blanket? It's not a towel, is it? Might be a scarf. Might be a...
Is it a scarf?
I'm going to say yes.
I don't want to wear it and then be like, you're wearing a tea towel. It's going to be highly embarrassing. Oh, no, I think it is.
I think it is.
Ooh, I can wear it on the safari.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
Just checking ourselves out. Underneath, we have the safe.
That's really cool.
Nice big safe.
No, that's a towel.
They are our towels, yes, correct. 2 towels, and then nothing under there.
Also, this is for your washing.
Oh, okay. So if we want to wash our clothes.
Yeah, they have a laundry service.
They have a laundry service. There's the prices.
What's the prices?
So wash and iron or iron only.
Not very much at all.
I have bought a mini iron for our travels. Right here we have a little coffee station. The guy said it's for emergencies.
Yeah, he said the coffee they serve is much nicer.
Yeah.
So don't use it unless you have to.
Some plug sockets. Nice little stool.
The shower.
The shower. We got shower caps right here. This is the indoor shower, which again is beautiful.
So cool.
Let's have a walk in there. They come with your cleanser, your conditioner, and your shampoo. Nice touch. There's your shower head. Would have been cool if it was like from up there.
Yeah, that's true.
As we head out, there's a little towel that you can step on to dry.
You love that?
We have a little. That is not little.
With
That is huge.
bath salt.
Oh, they give us bath salts. A vanity kit. The little details of this room is incredible.
That's cool.
I love all the little details. There's another towel for the floor when you step out. Just show you the toilet first. Nothing fancy about this.
So nice.
But there's our toilet. Lovely. We've been blowing our nose. That's why there's some tissue down there.
Yeah.
The aircon on the plane got us. Look at these mirrors. There's 1 of me, 2 of me, 3 of me. Aren't you guys lucky?
I don't know the light switches though.
They are massive.
Oh.
That's cool. Then we have a his and hers sink with hand lotion, hand wash, a couple of cups, goat's milk bar. Interesting. Some flannels. Underneath we have more towels and a bin. And then this is the door to head on out to the outdoor shower. And to the table if you want to go out there. But that is our room. I can't get over it. What's your favourite part?
The bed.
The bed. The bed is incredible. Not only that, imagine waking up, looking out there, sun rising over them mountains, Oh, what a place. Laura booked all this, so girl did good. Can't lie. Round of applause.
Round of applause for me.
The bed is incredible. For me, I don't know. I like the plunge pool and the outdoors, but inside, it's hard.
Always.
I don't want to say the bed as well, but I think it is the bed. Yeah. Outdoor shower is for me. That's a bit of me.
And I like it because there's only 4 lodges here. So, and they only ever fill them with 3 people.
Look at this they give us.
So cool.
That's where we are. Madikwe Safari Lodge. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So yeah, Laura's on the wine. We got lunch in a minute actually. Yes, so we got to unpack our stuff.
And then put some clothes on for the safari.
Put some clothes on for the safari. The safari's at what time?
3:30.
3:30.
We have lunch 12 till 2 and then
12:30 till 2:30.
Yeah, and then high tea is 3.
Yeah, and then the safari's half 3.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go for lunch in this probably.
Yeah.
And then come back and change for the safari. But I feel like I'm gonna be wearing the same clothes every day.
Yeah, because it is a bit chilly. We got too much summer stuff, didn't we? We saw the temperatures and was like, you know what?
Think of the wind.
Let's take shorts. Let's get a tan. And that was our lodge. Let me know what you guys thought. And now it's on to dinner. We ate inside tonight because it was a bit chilly out. As you can see, the fire's going. I didn't record any of the food because we was chatting to the people that were also on the safari. Bellies are full. Quick selfie. And now we're going to explore what this resort has to offer. I have no idea what this creature was, but it was the size of our hand. If anyone knows, let us know. But that is creepy as hell. The first thing we come across was the spa. We have already prepaid for the spa. We're getting a full body scrub, full body massage, and also a facial, along with the sauna, the steam room, jacuzzis. All that stuff is involved. But I thought this entrance was pretty amazing. This was one of the main communal lobby areas, whatever you want to call it, at the resort. You can come here for food, you can chill out, you can take in the views. As I spin you round, look at this watering hole. We were told that loads of animals go there during the day for a drink, so we're going to keep our eyes peeled on that one. This is the shop on property. Laura's already digging in. I absolutely love this shop. 99% of this stuff was all handmade from locals and from schools. I thought that was pretty amazing. Laura's dug into the jewellery. They just had some epic stuff. Time to check out what I've been most anticipating, the gym and the pool. Once we walked through what seemed like a forest and got to the pool area, we were blown away. This area was amazing. It opened up, the pool is huge, so many sun loungers, and there is the watering hole. It took us a little while, but eventually we realised there were elephants around the watering hole. We could not believe what we were seeing. There was just a bunch of elephants having a drink, minding their own business. We stood and watched them for about 10-15 minutes, and then this little family just plodded off. I think this is when it really hit us that this place is actually incredible. The watering hole was bigger than I was expecting. As I spin you round, you can get another angle of the pool area. No one about, it was so calm, so quiet. We then had to head back to the lodge to get changed for our first drive, and this little fella jumped out in front of us. And we were ready for our first drive. Laura's given us a little 12, what she's wearing, almost tripped up. And then it was my turn to give you a little fashion show. Those shorts turned out to be a very, very bad idea. We were a little bit early, so I decided to have a little look around some of our communal area and look at this fire pit on the sand overlooking a different waterhole. Heading down this walkway to another swimming pool. This one was a lot smaller than the other one. However, it was still very quiet, very private. It didn't have the view of the watering hole, but you got the views of the mountains. And it was time for our drive. Laura was very overwhelmed. Those are tears of joy, I can assure you. And we hadn't even hit the road yet. We're ready to rock and roll. My initial feeling when leaving the lodge and into the wild was vulnerability. We were now in their back garden and we had no idea what to expect. 2 minutes into our drive and already we're seeing an adult and a baby elephant. If this has anything to go by, this safari is going to be incredible. The elephant asked for a selfie, so I obliged. We saw our first Pumbaa, but no Timon, unfortunately. We found some giraffes, and seeing giraffes in the flesh has really changed my opinion on them. They're so cool, elegant, they're quite fun to watch as well, and they are huge. There's Pumbaa again. Now this clip might not seem like much to you guys, but I love it. Open roads in the middle of the wild, animals left, animals right. So peaceful, you can't hear anything, there's nothing around. If we do happen to go again, I will be investing in a proper camera. As good as the iPhone is, the zoom on it just wasn't good enough for this. A serious amount of impalas. Mike took us to this watering hole, and wherever you look, there was zebra everywhere. This was so cool to see. Some were playing, some were fighting. This baby giraffe was getting a trot on. The way they run is so funny. No matter what I said to her, she wasn't listening. It was as if I wasn't there. She was well and truly in the zone. Some more horses with stripes. Aha, there we go. She's listening now. Look at that smile. We found a freaking rhino, and this was huge. This thing was massive. I didn't want it running towards us. It was just walking around, spraying its stuff everywhere, claiming its territory. It was so cool to see. But yeah, these things were massive. Never did I think I'd be in the wild with a qualified game driver telling us everything we need to know about a rhino with a rhino in the background. Another quick look. We were sat here for a good 20-30 minutes watching this rhino just go about its day. At this point, we could probably get done for stalking. But this was the last look and off we went. So basically what happened is I had enough and I jumped off and started walking. Only messing, I would not last 5 minutes out here. I'm not that silly. But basically what happens is Mike found a nice place to stop, park up, make sure there's no dangerous animals around. Then he flipped out this little table at the front of the truck, got out the food and got out some wine while we watched the sunset. It was incredible. We stood having a chat, having some wine and food for about half an hour before we were joined by some rhinos. So it was time to go. Back in the truck we got, back to the lodge we went, and that is day one done.